Hello everybody, welcome to our session on mind prosperity. If you haven't watched our previous video yet on why people don't get healed emotionally, that message will change your life. Or that YouTube video will change your life. I will put the link in so you guys can go watch it. My name is Albert Villa. This is a company called Mind Prosperity and we are focused on emotional intelligence. I also do sessions on emotional intelligence in the workplace and also individual sessions. And this can be done all over the world on social media platforms. So if you are interested to know more about that, please contact me and we will tell you all about it. Very excited to have you here, and we are very excited to give you today's lesson. So today we're going to speak about how to stay healthy emotionally when times are bad, and we cannot deny that today times are actually bad in so many people's lives for various reasons. But how do we stay strong emotionally when times are bad? And this is a study from Albert Ellis called the Rational Emotional Behavioral Therapy, one of my favorite studies that we've done as I studied psychology. So according to Albert Ellis, he spoke about the Rational Emotional Behavioral Therapy theory, and he said that he calls it the ABC theory. The ABC theory is A is an activating event, B is a belief system, and C is a consequence in the emotion. Now, many people struggle emotionally in a bad time because they believe A, which is the activating event, whatever happens to you, influences C, the consequence in the emotion. But Albert Ellis said this, he said B actually influences C, the consequence in your emotion. Let's use an example. Say for instance, you heard that you might be retrenched at your job. A is the activating event. The activating event is I might be retrenched. The consequence in the emotion is I feel fear, I feel anxiety because of this retrenchment. But it's not A, the activating event, that causes C, the consequence in the emotion. It's the belief system, because in your belief system, consciously or subconsciously, you believe something like, but where am I going to get another job? Where am I going to get an income? But a belief system should be, yes, this is bad. Yes, this is not good news. But my belief system says I can get another job. I can even get a better job. And by that, I'm not saying there won't be a bad consequence in the emotion. I'm just saying by the correct belief system, you can deal with it correctly. So Carl Rogers said, the human person is an active, self-regulating being who has an inherent tendency to change themselves and able to fulfill their potential. So what Carl Rogers is actually saying, we can change, we can grow, and we can enhance. You know, where you are right now emotionally, where you are right now in your life doesn't mean you have to stay there. You have the ability to change, you have the ability to enhance, and you have the ability to grow. So when we look at the Rational Emotional Behavioral Therapy, let's just see what are rational beliefs and what are irrational beliefs. Let's start with this. Corsini and Wedding in 2011 spoke about concepts we have to consider in the REBT theory. Number one, people are born with the potential to be rational, that's self-constructive, or irrational, self-destructive. So if you are rational, you are self-constructive, you can think a certain way, you can develop a certain way, you can grow a certain way. Or you are irrational, self-destructive, meaning the activating event, the bad news is your belief system is so irrational that it's starting to destroy you. Number two, the tendency to be rational or irrational are influenced by environments, friends, and family groups. So your environment, your friend group, your family group have been shaping your beliefs, and that will cause whether you have a rational belief or an irrational belief. Now, I'm not here to evaluate people who are rational and irrational. I'm here to say you can identify yourself. Do you have rational thoughts? Or when we get to B again, do you have a rational belief system or do you have an irrational belief system? And C, humans perceive, think, emote, and behave simultaneously. People are therefore at the same time cognitive, meaning they are thinking, and conative, purposive, and motoric, meaning they act. So they think, they have purpose, and they act at the same time. And by understanding these concepts, you will understand then why people with an irrational belief system will get very bad consequences in the emotion. So irrational beliefs are absolutes. Irrational beliefs are I must, I should, or I cannot. Everything revolves on absolutes. I lost my job, I got retrenched. This is absolutely bad. This is absolutely terrible. Nobody else is going through this. This is the end of my world. That's an irrational belief. A rational belief system will say, although this is bad, although this is not good to hear, many people are going through this. This is part of life. Let's go see what we can do about this, and let's see how we can come out of this well. So irrational beliefs include the following. Remember we said B, your belief system influences C, the consequence in the emotion. So irrational beliefs include the following. Being extremely extremely upset with other people because of their mistakes. So you go to the extreme. And why do people with an irrational belief system get so upset with people? Because they don't believe it's reality. They don't believe other people can make mistakes. They don't believe other people can maybe treat them bad. They don't believe other people can act badly towards them. So if you have this belief system that everybody is always going to treat you nice, everybody is always going to be loyal, everybody is always just going to be what you want them to be, that's an irrational belief system. And if you have an irrational belief system, it's going to have a bad consequence in the emotions. Another irrational belief includes believing that you must be successful in everything in order to be worth anything. So every single time you're not 100% successful in something, every single time when something's not 100% perfect, you feel like a failure and you feel like nothing. So many times you're going to try things and fail. Many times you're going to do things and it's not going to work out the way you want to. That's okay, that happens, and that's a healthy, rational belief system. Another irrational belief is believing you will be happier if you do not have any difficulties or challenges. Believing that it's difficulties and challenges that causes you to be unhappy. No, it's not difficulties and challenges that causes you to be unhappy. It's an unhealthy belief system. Why do I say that? I've met people who are going through very, very severe life circumstances and they are coping with it. I'm not saying it's easy for them, but they are coping and they are emotionally doing well. I have met people who have very good life circumstances and emotionally they are not doing well. So believing everything around me should be good for me to be emotionally well, that's an irrational belief system. And the other thing I wanted to say is feeling like you have no control over your happiness, but your circumstances control everything. That's another irrational belief system. And I think that's a belief system that controls a lot of people today. And that's the thing about saying my circumstances control my happiness. I'm not in control. That's an irrational belief system. So let's recap on this. A, I have an activating event. Something happens to me. B, I have a belief system. My belief system will either be rational or irrational, and then I will have C, a consequence in the emotion, and B influences C. My rational or irrational belief system will influence C. Albert Ellis, who wrote the REBT theory, as I said earlier, said the following. He said there are three musts that holds us back. I must do well, they must treat me well, and the world must be easy. That's another irrational belief. I'm just going to repeat that. There are three musts that holds us back. I must do well, they must treat me well, and the world must be easy. Albert Ellis also said, by not caring too much about what people think, I am able to think for myself and propagate ideas which are very often unpopular, but I succeed. Meaning, I'm in charge of my belief system. I'm in charge of my success. I'm in charge of my emotional intelligence, and I cannot give people that power over me. So that's the difference between a rational and an irrational belief system. And like I said, your belief system influences your emotions. And if you understand that your belief system influences your emotions, then you can regulate your emotions and be emotionally healthy, even if circumstances and times might be bad. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. I'm not saying you're always going to feel emotionally good, but you can have a healthy belief system and therefore you can have healthy consequences in the emotions. Cherry in 2020 spoke about how to work through these irrational thoughts. Irrational beliefs, irrational mindsets. So I'm going to give you a few points, 3 points on what was said in this research on how to work through irrational beliefs. Number one, rather than just looking for warmth and support, be blunt and honest about changing these beliefs as well as behaviors. So this is what is said. Don't just go and look for support. Don't just go and look for comfort. Nothing wrong with that. But there should be a time where you face this thing head on. Because here's the thing, facing something head on will not always cause you to feel well. Kiyomi Faye said, we cannot become healthier if we feel good all the time. So the goal in dealing with this is not to just feel good all the time. Sometimes we have to feel. Sometimes we have to feel the emotion. Sometimes we have to attack the irrational belief head on. It won't always feel nice, but sometimes we won't always feel good in order to become good. Sometimes when we do the work, and this is why many people stop doing the work, is because as soon as they start, they realize, but they actually start feeling worse because that will happen. You know, when you go for an operation, you go for an operation because something is wrong, but it doesn't feel that bad. After the operation, it hurts much more, and after a while it heals. And sometimes it happens with your emotions. Sometimes you start to deal with something, things get revealed, things get dealt with, and for the first while, yes, maybe it might even hurt more, but that's okay because that is necessary to deal with it. The second thing is realize that dealing with irrational beliefs is hard because admitting it is far from easy. So it's not just going to be this easy thing to admitting you have irrational beliefs beliefs. It's not this easy thing to say, listen, B, my belief system is not at a good place, but a person has to admit that in order to grow through it. And the third one, it's normal and good to feel upset when you make a mistake, but the goal is to respond in a rational way. Remember, we spoke about irrational and irrational thoughts. Irrational is where you go to a total extreme. I'm worthless if I make a mistake. So it's okay to feel bad if you make a mistake, but you must feel bad in a rational way. A rational response would be, although it would be wonderful to be perfect, I am not, and that's okay. Everyone makes mistakes. What I can do is to accept it, forgive myself and others, and then move on. This is a more rational way of thinking. So I want to encourage you in this video that if you are going through something, you say, listen, I'm struggling emotionally, go look at your belief system. Maybe go speak to a counselor and say, listen, yes, the activating event is bad, but I know it's B, my belief system, that will help my consequences in the emotion. Thank you so much. Remember to subscribe to this video, to ring the bell, to leave comments, and to share it to people. From Mind Prosperity, we love you, and we will see you soon again. Goodbye.